My level, you could be the greatest individual in football.
We are back with another video. Manchester United are through. Flawless is laughing because he got me before the stream by acting like he was frozen, but he wasn't. And I thought he was. So fair play to Flawless. But Flawless, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Good to be back. Good to see you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel I haven't spoken to you in ages, and it's literally only been like 7 days. I think it's only been a week.
It's been one Manchester United defeat.
It's been one Manchester United win, one Manchester United defeat. So yeah, man. Big up, blessed for having me. Large up the chat, and glad Manchester United got through, man. We needed to get through today, and we did the business, man. And I like the performance, in particular the second half as well.
I'll be honest, man. I was scared at one point. I was like, as soon as I scored the second, I was like, I don't know what happens kind of here. What thing happens here? I'm like, United, are we going to come back? What does Ten Hag do? How do our players react? But then we had the X factor on the bench, which is Garnacho. And he was the one for me that made the difference. And I said it. His transition to first team football is incredible right now. Like in terms of how fearless he looks. Every single time he gets the ball, you just think, yeah, something is going to happen. Right. And I feel like this is a good role for him in terms of, let's be honest, you can never start a young 18-year-old every single game, every single week, can you? But this impact role, we know how direct he is, how effective he is in terms of running in behind. I like it. And this gives Ten Hag a very good option in terms of, I can trust the younger player bringing him on for 5-10 minutes towards the end of the game to see if he can make the difference kind of thing. And that ball that he put in from McTominay,
quality.
Sensational, man.
Quality.
Sensational.
They're interviewing Ten Hag now. Go on, you carry on, innit? Let me that's what he's saying. Go on, carry on, fam. You
No, I just thought that he made the difference kind of thing. I think, I said it last time, we cannot play football without Bruno Fernandes. I'm adamant about that. And today, again, goal and assist. That run that he made for the Malacia goal was a very good run. Good ball by Dalot as well. Credit for Dalot.
Yeah.
But then, that's what I say, man. Like, that number 34 on the pitch for United, he doesn't do much on the pitch, let's be honest. He doesn't
right,
do
man,
much.
Man didn't even call him by name.
Nah, man, I'll be honest. Like,
are you there?
I back Donny.
Yeah, call him Donny then. Don't call him number 34.
No, but he's also pushing his luck now.
He is, I hear that, but don't call him number 34.
Nah.
You've let certain other players get away with murder, so don't do that.
No, but this is apparently, I think this is game number 56 for Manchester United.
Yeah, I call
this game. A lot
thing.
of them have been off the bench.
Yeah.
But you're trying to frustrate me now at this point.
I hear that. I agree with that.
You are literally getting on my nerves. But at the same time, listen, that first half, that entire midfield, I saw that midfield and I'm like, yo, this is going to be an absolute calamity. You got Donny van der Beek who never wants the ball. You got Fred and Scott McTominay who literally struggle to play midfield. That's the way they were looking at it in the first half. I thought Harry Maguire in the second half, by the way, that is a Hall of Shame performance. That's how bad it was. And I'm not even that harsh on Harry Maguire compared to other people, innit? But that second half performance, he was very, very lucky because he was getting on my nerves.
Oh, why was he getting on Bainesy's nerves?
Passing, at times stepping up too early. Defensively, I don't think he was good today. I don't, especially in that second half. First half, I was like, yeah, he was all right. I know they scored. I was like, yeah, you can't really do much kind of thing, innit? Even like, I don't blame him for the goals, but I just think his overall performance weren't good.
That's Harry Maguire for you, though.
No, but trust me, that second half, people actually don't watch that game back, innit? But anyone that does,
I'm gonna watch it back.
That second half was a shocking performance. I don't normally get onto him like that, but that was a shocking performance kind of thing, innit? I think, I'll be honest, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. And a lot of people say I'm harsh on him, innit? But I think this was Malacia's best game in the United shirt going forward.
First? I think that's fair.
Like, I like defensively, I never really get on to him kind of thing, innit? But I think going forward, this was the first time where I looked at him and I'm like, yeah, you're overlapping. Your passing was very good. Even in the first half, there was a pass that he played in like an area of uncertainty in terms of Olsen had to come out, but it was at a weird distance in terms of Bruno could have got it there or Olsen could have got it there. And if Olsen weren't quick enough, Bruno arguably scores kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
And I think Malacia going forward, much, much better today.
Facts.
How do you feel about him?
I agree. Like, he was much better. He was solid defensively as always, and he was good going forward, good on the ball. And what Ten Hag has him doing rather than him overlapping, he's been underlapping, where he's much more central and he's picking up the ball and playing out a pass. If it's Rashford on that side, if it's Bruno on that side because they switched, if it was Garnacho on that side, obviously when he came on in the second half. So I've been a fan of Malacia. Like I said, it's just time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting accustomed to a whole new way of playing, a whole new league, a whole new team, new opposition, a new manager asking different things from you. Like, and you're not going into a settled team that's running like a well-oiled machine either. So, yeah, with Malacia, I've always, you know me, I'll always give players time as long as I see something. And from the first time I see Malacia, attributes-wise, profile, I'm like, there's something there to be worked on. Does he need to improve? Yes, but for 12 million, I never expected us to be signing the finished article. And
that's
what people useful going forward.
That's what I think people don't get. Because remember that time where I said, I think it might have been after the City game. I was like, yeah, this is it for Malacia in terms of Luke Shaw has to come back in.
Yeah.
I think people took too much offense to that, them thinking Malacia is bad.
Yeah.
You're a young player coming into a new country. You need to get settled in kind of thing. As a manager, you're going to play him for certain games and you're going to take him out for certain games. There's nothing wrong with that, especially considering his age kind of thing. And I think today proved why, when you gave him that bit of rest, took him out the firing line, which he needed in my eyes because he was coming off a couple bad games.
He definitely did.
He performed.
Yeah. He did. I agree he did. But again, people will be too harsh and people will take you saying, oh, he needs to be taken out, like he should be dropped. You don't rate him and don't hear the context in what you're saying. I say all the time, players play on merit. If you play well, you keep your place and continue to start. If you play poorly and have 2-3 bad games, then you'll get pulled out. And that's legit what happened to him. And now he's played well in that game. So now it's over to Luke Shaw. If he does play against Fulham, he knows that Malacia is there. Competition for places.
I think it's a weird one now because of the World Cup, innit? If there was more games, then really the pressure's on Luke Shaw, innit? I think that break kind of fully ruins things kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, I'm just having a look here. The goal. Where's Maguire going for the goal?
Which one?
Their first goal. Where's he going?
I'll be honest.
There's no one there.
I think he's trying to track back in it, but he's just not quick enough. Because I think Dalot covered more ground, even though Dalot was ahead of Maguire.
He's got to see. There's no danger. The only danger is Watkins. I'm not going to put it all on him and say he's completely at fault. But there's only one person that's going to score there. That's Watkins.
Hey, by the way, you see the goalkeepers today. The Bravka is crap, and the Olsen guy is also crap.
Why is the Bravka crap? What is the Bravka?
I thought the Bravka was crap on the ball.
What are you doing?
Olsen, by the way, was different gravy in terms of crapness.
Oh yeah, he gave away the ball for one of the goals. Yeah.
No, but as I said, forget that individual moment.
Sorry, my barber just did an exceptional job, man. Look at my. Well, sorry, go on. Carry on.
I was looking at Olsen today, and I'm like, the difference between him and Martinez is staggering. Like Olsen, every single time Aston Villa were trying to play at the back, he wasn't helping at all. Like I thought De Gea was bad on the ball. Then I saw Olsen. I'm like, you're taking this to another level. You're doing a free swing again, isn't it? He's in it. Hello? Is this guy frozen?
I got you, fam.
I can kind of tell, innit? I can kind of tell. Don't try it. Sorry.
Go on. I was listening to what you were saying, but go on. Go on.
I want to get on to Bruno as well.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Bruno because this Bruno train, I'm going to slow this shit. I'm bringing this shit to a halt, but we move. I'm bringing this shit to a whole halt. We blowing up the whole train. You know what I'm saying? And this whole train is getting derailed.
That was my take on the keepers kind of thing. I'll be honest, Lindelof barely realised him in the game. Harry Maguire, as I said, I had an issue with, especially in the second half. Dalot, I said this before, I think he needs a rest.
Of course, but he's suspended.
Yeah, I know, but this is also what... Listen, I get Wan-Bissaka is bad and doesn't fit your style of play, but surely you play.
Yeah. Was he on the bench today?
No.
Is he injured?
No.
Why? He's just not getting in the squad.
So I think on the weekend, Malacia starts right back and Luke Shaw starts left back, innit?
Yeah, I could see that happening.
And I think I don't agree with that kind of thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I can understand Wan-Bissaka don't suit your style of play, but there's no harm in playing the guy in a game like this. Especially considering when you looked at that Dalot performance and you looked at him and you think he was tired.
Yeah, but he's ruling with an iron fist, isn't it? So it's kind of like... He's ruling with an iron fist. Like, we can't complain about it. I'm all for it. If he plays Malacia right, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I prefer to see Malacia right back than Wan-Bissaka. Yes.
No,
sure,
but I
left
think,
back Malacia right back.
But I think in a game like this, you're playing Fulham. You're playing Aston Villa in a Carabao Cup game at Old Trafford.
Oh, you're talking about today? Oh, no, I would have played Dalot over Wan-Bissaka.
I think Dalot needs a rest, kind of thing.
I agree with that, but I'd have a tired Dalot over. Bear in mind, he can't play on Sunday. I would have had a tired Dalot out there over the Wan-Bissaka. I ain't trying to see Wan-Bissaka at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, man. I think. Don't get me wrong, I can get why Ten Hag treating him like that, but I think he's very, very harsh in my eyes.
I with that.
Midfield,
go on.
Fred. I heard apparently United want to offer him a 3-year contract. Shocking business. You do not give this guy a new contract. Let this guy his contract run out and just let him go. Because that performance again, not good enough.
Yeah.
And Ten Hag made the correct call, subbing him off after 62 minutes. As I said, decent bench option. But you can't be relying on people like Fred and McTominay kind of thing, innit?
That's squad players.
Yeah, I know, but you can get better. As I said, Tielemans is available for 25. Or actually, he's probably available for less now. His contract finishes at the.
Would you get Tielemans?
100%.
Oh,
if you're telling me Fred goes and you bring in Tielemans, I am more than happy with
You'd have Tielemans as a squad player.
100%.
I agree with that, actually.
Tielemans can pass the ball. Tielemans can actually play with his back facing his own goal. Fred can't. I've always said that Fred can, as soon as Fred gets the ball and he's facing his own goal, that's when I'm like panic stations.
Yeah.
And I've always said that. You even saw Troy Deeney a couple of years ago when we played Watford. He said they targeted him when he had his back towards goal.
He was the trigger press.
Yeah.
And that's why. Again. It's a quality goal, the second goal. Sorry,
we kind of need to move on from Fred.
Agreed.
Like someone said, 1 year extension. I don't mind kind of thinking it, but 3 years, that's way too much in my eyes. We need to eventually be getting rid of these players. And make sure you guys like the video as well.
Yeah, man. Bump up the like, Shula. I'm just seeing the Rashford goal again. They're just showing the replay. Good goal, man. Took it very well. Took it very, very well. Composed.
Composure, lads. I just got McTominay done.
Back to old McTominay, man. I've been calling him new McTominay. Back to old McTominay. Didn't really do much defensively. A few interceptions. Other than that, not really much. But that's McTominay over and over for you, though.
He nearly scored a banger, by the way, in the second half.
Oh yeah, when he hit when he hit the bar. Yeah,
I don't know, but if that went in, flipping hell. I think with McTominay, first half shocking. One good thing he did do, Douglas Luiz's corners, by the way, are sensational. And there was one that he literally put on top of the Bradford and Scott McTominay headed the away kind of thing.
Yeah, he was gonna see.
When I think the Bradford was inside our own goal. Yeah. That's when I was like, yo, that's a very, very impressive header.
Smart, very clever.
And I think he deserves credit for that. But I think overall, first half, you went good. Second half, he was better kind of thing.
Yeah, he just McTominay. And to Mr. Terminator says, who do you want in the draw? The worst possible team. Give me a lower league team.
Yeah. I'll be honest, especially right now, considering the way all the big sides, or 3 of the big sides out.
Yeah, man. And there's so many I think 10 Premier League sides have gone out. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I think it's 10. To be fair,
I can understand it because teams are playing a lot of games.
Yeah, man. Like we need to target this competition. That's why when people was like, "Oh, United shouldn't," what's it called? We should throw away this game. I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, we definitely should not."
There's certain teams where I'm like, "You lot are stupid if you're throwing this away." I look at United because we haven't won a trophy. I look at Tottenham yesterday, and I'll be honest, if I was a Tottenham fan, I would be furious.
Absolutely.
Because I said I'd back Conte, but I'm like, Conte has to win one of those domestic trophies. He has to target them.
I don't know why you backing Conte.
No, but in terms of, I think people are too harsh in terms of what Conte is doing in the league and Champions League kind of thing. Innit? They're those positions that Tottenham should be in. But at the same time, I said he has to be targeting the League Cup and the FA Cup. You can't be going out in the first round, especially after the team that he played.
Well, that's Conte for you.
Relatively strong side.
His domestic cup record is off. Both here and in Italy. He's one of the most overrated managers. I'm telling you. Well, yeah, go on.
Would you prefer Bellingham, Enzo, Frankie?
Yeah, who would you prefer out of those 3?
De Jong, Enzo, Bellingham. In that order.
In that order, okay. But you rate all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll be honest, I like Bellingham, but I think to get the best out of Bellingham, you don't have Bruno Fernandes inside.
Hey, that's best for Manchester United. Then.
No.
This game.
I feel like Bellingham will be a perfect third midfielder kind of thing, innit?
Man hit me with the no. I'm saying
because we're gonna touch on Bruno kind of thing.
We gonna derail this train in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
You can be tired. Number 34, yes. Donny van de Beek, talk on him.
You can't be tired. Hey, stop disrespecting my guy like that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, tell me what you did today.
No. He wasn't good today. I'm not saying he was. I don't like no. I don't like this. No, he's been bad. I'm not gonna sit here and defend his performances. I'm not defending his performances. Let's get that straight. I'm not. Really, my barber did a stellar job. I'm not defending his performances. What I'm saying is I don't like this number 34 rubbish. Because me and you have sat in these wait. Me and you have sat in these very spots doing this show, talking about, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen many, many bad performances. Again, big up to Goldbridge. You know what I'm saying? He's saying Bruno is way. When did I say Donny's better than Bruno? Let me know that. No. Let me respond to this before you get to this. When did so to you, you know what I'm saying? MG, that's what I'll call you. To you, MG. Let me know where I said that Bruno is not clear of Donny. When did I compare the two? All I'm saying is we've sat and watched, me and Bainesy in particular have sat and watched and discussed many a game and many poor performances. What I'm saying is I don't like this number 34 because there's many a time Bruno should have been number 18. There's many a time Rashford should have been number 10. There's I think the list goes on.
Listen, I wanted Rashford gone at the end.
No, you was critical, but you never called him number 10. There's plenty of times your boy Lindelof should have been number 2.
I've seen Rashford perform good kind of thing in the United shirt. More than 10 games.
Yeah,
can't say the same thing about Donny.
What I'm saying is there's times that called for them man to be called by numbers. Lindelof to be called number 2. Maguire to be called number 5. But Luke Shaw to be called number 24.
Hey, those players have actually had good performances in United shirt, though.
Oh, so is this
Donny van de Beek has not had more than 10 good games in the United shirt.
Yeah, I think over 10 years I would expect him to. I think over 10 years I would expect him to.
He's had 56 games now.
No. I'm not talking about Donny. I'm talking about Luke Shaw with the 10 games. How many of them players? I'll get to this in a sec. How many of them players have been successful? How many of them players have had successful careers at Manchester United?
No, but what's the excuse for Donny van de Beek?
No. Let's stay on. You know me. I answer all questions. Back to the point is, I just don't like the number disrespect when there's many other players who call for that.
Okay.
There's many other players.
I won't call him 34.
Thank you.
I'll call
him
the invisible man.
That's all right, cool. That's yeah.
There
that's
you go.
Cool.
You happy?
I'm happy with that. Just not this number 34 stuff.
Okay, the invisible man. On the pitch.
Yeah. Call him the invisible man. That I won't defend. You said Donny would make us a better team than Bruno. Yeah, I did say that. What's your point? My point is, so if we can do you want to get to the Bruno stuff first? Because I'm gonna derail this whole shit in a second.
No, but like Donny Bruno is basically hand in hand kind of thing, isn't it? Go
on. With the Bruno thing, yes. Has Bruno been better for Manchester United this season? Absolutely he has. Does Bruno have his strengths? Yes. Does he still have his faults? Also, yes. But where Manchester United are trying to go, which is to the very top, and I've stated this many, many a time, either Bruno needs to be a squad player or the third best midfielder on the pitch. Manchester United will never win a Premier League, a Champions League, or contend for those 2 trophies with Bruno Fernandes being the first or second best midfielder.
What about with Donny van de Beek?
It's the same.
Interesting. Let's touch on Donny.
So back to it. So back to my point where people are like, "Oh, we've missed Bruno," which I think we did to an extent against Villa because we did miss him. No. My point is we did. The fact that we missed Bruno Fernandes lets us know where we're at with the team. The fact that we're missing a player,
but does that not also let you know where we're at with Donny van de Beek?
Yeah, of course too. Yeah, because Donny wasn't good in that game. I'm not going to sit here and defend Donny. My point is we're talking about Bruno. I've not defended Donny once. Not once have I said on this microphone on this show in the past 90 minutes that Donny played well, that Donny was good, this and that. I'm offering him no excuses because I don't give excuses to people. He wasn't good enough today. He had his shot, specifically this game and the last one. Those 2. Sociedad, you're back from injury, are blind. But you need to come and demand the ball, and that's a whole different conversation. But the point I'm making about Bruno is the fact that we are missing a player of his caliber goes to what is a strong reason as to why we won 5 years without a trophy. No other top club would miss a player of that caliber with his attributes. We're not on
the Bruno conversation yet. Yeah,
we're not. Oh, my bad. Oh, let's think. Oh, we're on Donny. All right, let's talk about Donny. You said it goes hand in hand. That's why I went.
Yeah, I know, but I was going to talk about like Donny van de Beek strengths compared to Bruno.
All right,
I just mean Donny van de Beek as an individual. His performances over the last 2 to 3 games. I said I gave him a bye against Real Sociedad. I think that was only fair kind of thing. First game back.
Same.
I think you saw Rashford came into the same area in the number 10. In the second half, he struggled as well in it. But when I look at Donny van der Beek, I look at a player that, yeah, we know he's great off the ball, but people, like his competition in that area is Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is also very good off the ball in terms of his movement. I'm looking at Donny van der Beek now and I'm like, make a difference. What have you done over the last 2 to 3 games, especially the last 2, where I'm like, yeah, I see something in you? Because the answer is right now, nothing. Because right now, you cannot say hand on heart, you see anything good in Donny van der Beek kind of thing, innit?
Agreed.
Anything good. And someone said Donny doesn't get the ball at all. Listen, demand the ball. Because we got Bruno Fernandes in the exact same areas in the second half or in previous games. He still gets touches of the ball because he goes looking for the ball. If you don't get the ball when you're making those runs, you have to go looking for the ball.
You got to demand it. 100%. Yeah. I agreed.
It's frustrating kind of thing watching Donny van der Beek.
Well, because the talent's there, I agree. They're doing the draw, by the way, people, so I'm not ignoring Bainesy.
Yeah,
they want to do the business. You got slow-mo done as well.
Yeah, I need to do that.
But yeah, I'm not defending. I'm seeing that. I don't defend people blindly. If I think someone's had a poor game and I think they've had a poor game, I tell you, Bruno was poor today. Donny was poor today. He was.
And you know what's interesting? Me and Harj were talking at half-time, innit? Big up Harj. He said, I think we're having, obviously, talking about Donny van der Beek and Bruno, innit?
Mm-hmm. So Bournemouth, before you continue, Bournemouth, Blackburn, Brighton, Burnley, Charlton, Gillingham, Leicester, Lincoln, Liverpool, Manchester City, MK Dons, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Southampton, Wolves, and Manchester United. They are the 16 teams in the round 4.
Just quickly, we were talking on Donny and Bruno, innit?
There's no 9
and
10, please.
I think I said something in the group chat where it's like people actually think Donny van der Beek's better than Bruno, laughing face emoji, innit?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Harj replied with, I think he said something where it's like people think Donny van der Beek looks better on the eye. Yeah. But then I replied, when you deep it, he doesn't. There's nothing about Donny van der Beek that looks better on the eye. Because at least Bruno Fernandes will give you those little flicks and stuff, innit? What does Donny van der Beek actually
Bruno's provide? Just don't look. And don't get me wrong, Taj is right when he says that. Donny does look
he was saying people say that.
Yeah, people do say that. Yeah, people do say that.
But because when I was actually
Donny just looks he looks technically tidy, whereas Bruno just doesn't. Even when Bruno does good things, it just doesn't look good.
No, but I think that's the perfect example of, listen, I don't care how you look, Wolves, give me effectiveness.
Yeah, I've said this though. I was saying this about Wolves of Drew. Ooh, it's number 6. Who's number 6? Wolves versus Gillingham. I was saying this about João Felix. And I'm like, there comes a time where your talent has to produce. There's a balance between talent and productivity. And some people will like talent, and he's like, people say that about João Felix all the time. Nobody doubts his talent, but when is he going to produce? That's how I'm looking at it. Southampton will just come out of the hat as well. Southampton, don't give us Southampton away. Don't give us Southampton away. Go on, carry on, fam. It is number 8.
That's not
Lincoln. We're 16. 9 and 10 are Liverpool and Manchester City.
I think another problem I have with Donny van der Beek is kind of like, I don't know. How do we solve Donny van der Beek? Like, I was thinking this, like, how do we get the best out of Donny van der Beek? Because I'll be honest, like, if an offer comes in at the end of the season,
playing
15, 20 million pounds, I'm taking it.
Blackburn, I've Drew, Nottingham Forest. The only thing I can think of is playing deeper. That's it.
No, but you say playing deeper, he can't do what Eriksen can do. By the way, I criticize Eriksen. When he came on, that was one of his best performances.
Eriksen's a good player.
In the United shirt. He can't do what Eriksen can do. He can't do what Casemiro can do. We do not look like a better team with Donny van der Beek now. Like, I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, Donny van der Beek will, what do you call it? Make everyone else look better." He won't.
Newcastle versus Bournemouth.
Don't give up. Good. Eddie Howe back to his former club. And some say not to give Van der Beek an excuse, but he's had a proper run of games. What's the most games he played for us consecutive? As I said, that I can hear kind of thing, innit? That I can fully hear. But as I said, makes you?
And that's a lie to MG, who says Manchester City out the hat. You can't do what Freddie McTominay can do. He's better on the ball than both of them. Cut it out, man. Let's not do that.
Just quickly on this here. This, I fully hear, by the way. Someone said City Liverpool.
Woo! Let's go. City
we got a very good chance of winning this Carabao Cup, by the way.
Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying?
Or to get far.
You know what I'm saying? Donny van der Beek lifting the Carabao Cup. Love to see it, but carry on going.
And someone said, what's the most games he played for us consecutively? I fully hear this argument kind of thing, and I agree with it. He doesn't really play a lot consecutive. But as I said, in the games that he does play, what gives you confidence that he will do well?
I hear you. I hate both.
Because Garnacho played for 3.5 games in the first team.
And he's showing.
And I can see something where I'm like, you know what?
Manchester United home draw.
Good.
Home draw. And we play, come on, man, like a Gillingham, a Lincoln, one of those. Oh, man, don't give us a Premier League side. Don't give us a Premier League side.
Someone said Burnley.
League side. Hey, let's go, man. That's not Burnley on the what's it? It's Burnley on the Vincent Company. Yeah, man, we'll be fine.
They're all right though. No, but as I said,
the championship side.
Just quickly, you see on Garnacho, in those 3.5 games, or whatever it is, you can see something where I'm like, you can build on something with Garnacho. Mm-hmm. Like he's shown you something in those like short periods where you're like, yeah, I like it. You might not be the complete article, but there's certain attributes where I'm like, yeah, you can affect the game. With Donny van der Beek currently, and this is me forgetting his time at Ajax, just solely looking at United. Yeah. What have you shown me? Where I'm like, yeah, I can still have faith in you.
Agreed. Why do you think I'm not here defending him as much as he's talented? That's why I don't sit here defending him. MK Don's Leicester.
MK Don's Leicester. And that's what I think, something that frustrates me with the way people talk about Donny van der Beek is if buts and maybes, people want to say he's better than Bruno, but he hasn't shown anything to say he's better than Bruno. And another thing, Donny van der Beek's best attribute, you could argue, is his off-the-ball movement.
Yeah.
And I think I said this already. His off-the-ball movement, his off-the-ball movement and Bruno's off-the-ball movement, there's not much difference. There's literally not. Because Bruno's off-the-ball movement is very good. Bruno's intensity off the ball is also much better than Donny van der Beek's. And listen, one more thing on this situation. I hate when people want to blame managers for everything. I hate when people want to blame Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or Ralph, even though I do get onto Ralph for everything. You have your perfect manager now in Ten Hag. Yeah, there's no excuses. Secondly, if a player is not performing under one manager, let's say Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you cannot blame the manager for everything. And this is what I say about João Felix when we had this conversation last time. As a player, you have to take responsibility. People keep wanting to give their favorite players responsibility from the actual taking responsibility themselves, kind of. They want to blame the manager for everything. What more? Like if a manager's playing you, at least show the manager something where you're like, yeah, I should be able to start, kind of thing, or I might be able to make an impact. Donny van der Beek has shown nothing. He has to take responsibility.
Agreed.
Because let's be honest, this guy went Everton. Listen, he had Frank Lampard, and I think he started off 1 or 2 games well, but he got injured, faded out, kind of thing. And that's Everton.
Yeah.
Last season, under Frank Lampard, who were in a relegation battle.
Yeah.
Donny van der Beek should be very close to the exit. That's all I'm saying, kind of thing, innit? End of the season, if he doesn't improve, there has to be a conversation to be had.
Absolutely. If he continues to get chances and continues to perform like this, yeah, absolutely. That's
Someone said every Dutch player has tech on the ball, doesn't mean anything. What can you do overall? Exactly, man. That's one thing that annoys me. People think technical ability is the be-all and end-all of football.
No, it's not. Like, you need to have productivity.
Exactly. Let's be honest, like, what did I keep saying in the summer to you? I want pace and power out wide, kind of thing.
What? You said PMP? What?
Yeah.
I'm a PMP guy too. I hear you.
And that's not a bad thing, by the way. When people when I say PMP, people sometimes think that's a bad thing. It's a very good thing, especially in your wingers, kind of thing. You need different profiles in a team.
It's a balance. That's why it's a team game. It's styles. Because some games will be better suited for PMP. Some games might be better for your more technical, creative ballers. It's a mix. That's what it is. Depending on who you're playing against, how you're playing, how you're setting up. You want as many weapons in your arsenal as possible. Absolutely.
Someone said I don't like Van der Beek as a 10 period. He's so much better playing deeper. I think I said it before. Donny van der Beek as a 10, like his profile is not my sort of 10 that I prefer, kind of thing, innit? Like I prefer 10s being much more aggressive on the ball. But then at the same time, I always say I can appreciate other profile styles, kind of thing, innit? but you have to be good. And Donny van de Beek is not good right now. Like,
Okay.
I've even said it. I don't like someone like Odegaard, by the way. Odegaard's not really my number 10 kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Those sort of 10s that I like. But I can still look at Odegaard and be like, yeah, you're making a difference.
Huh?
You're affecting the game. Yeah. And Bruno. Let's talk about Bruno.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
I said this. Manchester United cannot play football without Bruno Fernandes. I know you disagree with it, and I know a lot of people.
No. I don't disagree with it.
Fair. Well, you would.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people are going to disagree with it. But I said
people.
this. With Bruno Fernandes, whether people like it or not, and we saw it, for example, in the Aston Villa game the other day, we know Bruno Fernandes provides excellent energy off the ball. And people can say, energy for an attacker. We missed that the other day. His intensity off the ball in terms of pressing, we need it. His off the ball movement is very good. People might not like the way Bruno Fernandes creates, and I understand it, but he's a creative player. I don't care what anyone says. He's top 5 for chances created in the Premier League, for example, right now. He's second for through balls in the Premier League. I think he's top 10 in Europe for through balls. You still have to respect what Bruno Fernandes brings to the side, even though he might not be a lot of people's cup of tea.
Here's what I'd say to that is because you said we can't play without him. So I kind of agree, kind of disagree. Like, do we miss him when he doesn't play? Yes. But that's a bigger eye-opener of where Manchester United are at football club. The fact that we miss a player of Bruno Fernandes' style and level is why we've gone 5 years without a trophy. Again, people, he's not been here for the whole 5 years, so I'm not putting it all on him. I'm not saying the entire reason why Manchester United have been unsuccessful is because of Bruno Fernandes. The fact that we are relying on players of his caliber and players of his caliber are so important to our team goes to show why we are where we are, people. Why we've gone 5 years without a trophy. Why we have no clear way of playing. Why we don't compete for top honors anymore. Things of this nature. Why we get embarrassing defeats. Why we fail to win Europa Leagues. I'm saying in finals. And again, I'm not saying it's solely on him, people. He's just a poster child for what I'm talking about. He is the poster boy. The fact that we miss a player of his caliber because no other top team competing in European football would miss a player of his caliber. And I'm not talking style, I'm just talking level, people. Ability. Now we've got Casemiro, you see what a proper midfielder looks like. You see Eriksen, you see what a real midfielder looks like.
Do you think Bruno Fernandes is underrated by certain proportions of this fan base? Or
no.
Proportions, is that even percentage of this fan base?
Yeah, you can say percentage. Yeah, I get what you were saying. No, I don't think
because I think you underrate Bruno.
I don't you think I underrate Bruno because you like him, but what I just said there is 110% fact.
No. As I said, my favorite player is Ronaldo. Yeah.
No, your favorite player is
other
Ronaldo.
than Ronaldo, I feel like I'm very fair on
I'm fair on everybody.
No, but as I said, like Ronaldo,
I'm fair on
biased in it, but everyone else, I think I'm fair kind of thing, innit?
I'm very fair on Bruno. He's been here long enough. We have a big enough sample size to see where he's at.
No, again, but you also need to see how effective he is for this side.
Yeah, right? Effective. And again, I haven't. Whenever I stated, I legit started saying I said we do miss him. But
what I disagree with in terms of like you comparing us to every other side in terms of missing a player of Bruno's caliber. Forget every other side. We're Manchester United kind of thing. We miss Bruno.
No. I didn't compare. No. I didn't. Let me just clarify.
Like people, I think people love to talk about the negatives of Bruno in terms of maybe the way he creates, and maybe, like as he said, he might not look the best on the eye. But Bruno Fernandes does a lot of positives to the side. I can look at Bruno Fernandes and be like, you're a net positive for the side. When I talk about Donny van de Beek, for example, I don't think Donny van de Beek is a net positive for the side. I think he's a net negative at this point.
Cool. One, I didn't compare us to any other sides. I'm comparing us to the creme de la creme and the players at the top. My biggest criticism and issue with Bruno isn't him creating. That's actually not my biggest issue. I've said this before. It's his carelessness when he's in our final third and his carelessness in the middle third. I have no issue with people creating because you're going to lose the ball. No matter what creator you look at, he's going to create. The pass that he played when we played West Ham and he overhit that pass and the recent game just gone and then Declan Rice had the shot. And De Gea had to pull out a world-class save. That's carelessness. That's nothing to do. But no. He does no. My problem is he does that far too often. I see this guy carelessly giving the ball away. Again, people, I'm not talking. I will never talk about him. Very rarely, actually, do I criticize him for losing the ball in the final third. I'm talking about in the middle third. I'm talking about in the defensive third, i.e., what I just mentioned there, number 1. 2, the back end of last season when he smashed the ball when we played. It was at Palace the last game of the season. He did the same against, was it Watford? He did the exact same thing.
No, but talking about this season kind of thing, isn't it?
But this season he has been better. But back to my point is the reason why I compare us to the top teams and top level of teams, because that's the aim. That's where we're supposed to go. So the fact that you saying we miss Bruno Fernandes, and I agree with you to an extent. We do miss him. The fact that we miss him shows where we are at, because no other top club where we're trying to go would miss a player of that caliber. I'm not talking profile, people. I'm talking level and standard.
Can we finally admit in the United fan base that we need Bruno Fernandes in the side?
Currently as constructed, yes. Okay. He can play a role.
That's all I want.
And he has an impact. Yeah, but the thing is, I've never doubted that. Same way I think
not you, by the way. I'm just talking about.
Yeah.
I just hope a lot of people kind of stop that.
That's fair. But we better improve, because currently, as constructed, he's our 3rd best midfielder, and all of a sudden we look much better. Third best midfielder. He's our third best midfielder. I don't know about that, man. In terms of levels, he's our 3rd best midfielder.
I think Casemiro is our best midfielder.
Yes, I agree with that. And Eriksen's our 2nd best midfielder. Eriksen is a better footballer than he's a better in terms of levels. I know you like Bruno because that's your guy. He's better.
Nah, I think I'm fair when I'm judging Bruno.
He's better. Eriksen is a better player. I'm just talking levels, people. So we ain't talking profile. I'm just talking levels. Eriksen is a level above Bruno.
No, but fine. No matter what you're saying, Bruno, level above.
He's a level above. Of course, he's a level above.
He's not a level above.
He's a level above.
I was going to give you could have them in the same conversation.
If one's a 1, one's a 2, no, you could not. No.
Nah, I disagree.
No, could not.
I don't think Eriksen's a level above Eriksen. I think no matter what, above Bruno, sorry. I think all you can say that at most they're on par.
They're definitely not on par.
I don't agree with Eriksen being a level.
Yeah, because you're a Bruno fan. That's why.
No. It's not even about being a Bruno fan.
It is being about it, but it is because, like I said, back to the original point I'm making is
it's just judging Bruno for what I see.
If you put in no other top side would miss a player of Bruno's caliber, that's a fact.
But then that's like saying no other top side will miss someone like Eriksen. Hey, Eriksen's had a lot of bad games, by the way.
No, they would, but much less than Bruno. Bruno's had a lot of bad games. Yeah, he's had a hell of a lot. Like, let's see, this is what I'm talking about. Bruno's had a hell of a lot of bad games.
He's had bad games.
A lot of bad games. So we're gonna criticize Eriksen in a 13-game span. This guy's been here 3 years and had a lot of bad games.
No, I'm just judging by this season.
This is what I'm talking. And this season he's had bad games too.
Yeah, and so has Eriksen.
Yeah, he has. Yes, I'm not disputing. Yeah. But my point is, I'm talking about Bruno.
All I'm saying, the energy is never the same when, not saying you, but just overall when people see a Bruno bad performance compared to an Eriksen bad.
You know why? Because it's credit. You know why that is? It's a credit in the bank thing. That's why. Because Eriksen, he's just new. He's here. He's not even played 20 matches for us yet. We've seen this guy for 3 years doing the same shit. Doing the same thing. He's not good enough for where we're trying to go to. He's not good enough for where we're trying to go to. If he was put up on the transfer list, he's going a level below. He's not going to a team on par, or it's not. Eriksen just came from a team that was competing. Bruno wouldn't. They just want to skedaddle on the Champions League side. I'm saying before that. Yeah, because he had the heart thing.
Week out like that.
Because he had the heart thing. That's why. He had the heart thing. That's
forget the heart thing kind of thing.
Okay.
His performances.
So my point is, if he doesn't
did he not have the heart thing before? Like, did he not have the heart thing after?
He had it after.
That's where he had to leave. No, because that's where he had to leave.
Inter Milan.
Flipping, yo. Hey, that image, by the way, what is that image? Oh my days! Listen, fair enough, innit? Fair enough. Like,
you're a half pretty girl, fam. But go on, Gary.
Nah, but I'm just gonna say you have time editing that kind of thing. Because that's been taken today, by the way.
You should try the headband as well, man. It'll suit you.
No, but that's been taken today because that's the
man, you got fans, man.
Nah, but listen, relax.
Where was we at? Yeah, go on. We was going somewhere. We were cooking. We were cooking. I forgot where we was at. We was cooking.
That guy fully distracted me.
Yeah. Because we was cooking. Me and you, we have more friggin' cohesion than Bruno on the midfield and the football pitch, but we moved.
Nah, I forgot now.
You're talking about Ericsson after he left, after the heart thing. He left. He was saying that he left.
I think he had the heart thing after kind of thing, innit? Because he had to leave Italy because of the Lords.
Yeah. So he went to because people wouldn't take a risk on him. And look, he played at Brentford, and where did he get a move to?
No, but for Inter Milan, he weren't starting week in, week out.
Right, he weren't starting week in, week out. But my point is,
kind of thing.
I don't think he was, to my knowledge, too. But he's still a part of a team that is competing for a title. And I think they're in the champs. They're in the champs.
But why are we acting like Bruno Fernandes wouldn't be in a squad that could compete for a league?
No, all right. So if Bruno leaves, does he go to a team on par with us or down? He don't go up. If Bruno became on the transfer list, he's not being bought by anybody better.
Clubs up from Manchester United.
No, there is the Champions League side. So there is. There's a lot of sides.
Side as well.
How are we a Champions League side?
We are.
We're in Europa.
Trust me. It don't matter. We're a Champions League side.
No.
Trust me. We're a Champions League side, by the way.
Why? We're not a Champions League side because we're not in the Champions. We're not. I think next season, I agree. Wait, are you in agreement with me? We win the Europa League?
Yeah, I think we beat Barca.
No. I didn't say beat Barca. Do you think we win the competition?
Yeah.
All right, we'll say it with some
Barca's
chest.
the toughest team in the Europa League, by the way.
Say it with some conviction, because I've been saying this for the longest.
No, but I said at the start of the season, I think we win the Europa League.
My point is, and I stand by this. And I know I'm 110% correct. No other top team that we are chasing would miss a player of his caliber so much. That's an indictment. I don't even know if that's the right word, but that's an indictment of where we're at as a football club. He is the poster child for why we are where we are. He's the poster boy for it.
Nah.
He's the poster.
That's harsh.
Name me one. How is he not the poster boy for why we are where we are? That we miss a player of his caliber.
No, but how is that Bruno's fault kind of thing?
No, you missing the thing. You ain't listen to me. I legit said it's not Bruno's fault. I said I'm not saying
United's failure over the last couple of years is summed up about a player Bruno's
No, it's summed up that we miss a player of Bruno's caliber. Because when you compare him to I keep reiterating this, compare him to the teams we are chasing, where we are trying to dine. Wait, hold up, let me finish. Where we are trying to eat. We are trying to win and compete for Premier League titles. We are trying to win and compete for Champions League titles. None of those sides who are currently in that bracket or have been in that bracket in the past 3-4 years that he's been here would be missed. If you put a Bruno level player in Manchester City side, they wouldn't miss him as much as we do.
Listen, City won't miss anyone.
Let me keep going. No, City will miss players though. But my point is, Liverpool, for example, let's use Liverpool. Liverpool would not miss a player the caliber of Bruno. I'm talking levels. I'm not talking him. No, they wouldn't miss a player at level of him.
In the midfield, they would.
He wouldn't. They would not. He's nowhere near. All right, so let's compare it then. Bruno
Fernandes goes Liverpool and is the second best midfielder.
No, again, yeah, because in their prime years. No, my point is second best. Yeah, behind. I'm not. See, you missing the point. I'm talking about when they were successful, not with Thiago. I'm talking about when they were actually contending and competing for shit. Let me kill this dead. A prime for the Fabinho they had is levels above Bruno. That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's the levels.
But we got Casemiro.
You do have Casemiro, but my point is, we've only just got Casemiro. So you are making my point. We are improving on areas. I've said this countless times. For where Manchester United, and let me repeat this again, for where Manchester United are trying to go, Bruno can't be our best player. You know what I'm saying in that? Bruno cannot be our best midfielder. No, he can't be. That's my point.
No, but he's not. We need to improve. He's not though.
He can't be our best mid, but you could argue last season he was our best midfielder.
Come on, man. Last season you're choosing between Tom, Dix, and Harry's kind of thing.
That's my point. Is of
in an entire squad kind of thing.
This comes back to where we're at. My point is I'm talking just skill. So I'm not comparing player to player, people. I'm just talking skill. If you take the Fabinho, not this season's Fabinho, but Fabinho, when Liverpool were competing at this highest level and compare him to Bruno Fernandes, there's oceans difference. That is the point I'm making here. Oceans difference. That's the level you should aspire to be.
But realistically, we're not going to have 3 world-class midfielders.
You don't need 3 world-class. I'm not saying you need 3 world-class.
Bruno is in the category below world-class.
I don't even think he's in that. I think he's...
And someone said there's a reason why Bruno's playing out wide, because he's good enough to play out wide, because you're not chucking Donny van der Beek out wide, because he's going to hide even more.
You wouldn't chuck him.
And Bruno Fernandes, whether people like it or not, has been effective on the right-hand side. That's a good option for Ten Hag to have.
It's a decent option. It shows where the squad's at, but I hear you.
No,
I prefer a right winger out there. I prefer a
of course, but we have no one.
Yeah.
Unless you're chucking an Elanga or don't get me started on Rashford on the right hand.
He's just not that good. That's my point I'm making. He's not that good. No top team would take him.
Someone said Martial showing Ronaldo had to score. That was a tap-in. If Ronaldo scored that, people are getting onto him kind of thing, innit, by the way. I'm just saying, innit?
I think it was a world-class finish, but we move.
I think more of that goal was down to Dallo and Bruno. I think those two created that goal. Good ball by Dallo, good movement by Bruno.
It was good. You know what I'm saying? But my point is still...
you see this? Ten Hag slowly fading Bruno out.
Hey, Nathan, let's go, man.
No, he's not, though. How do people come to these?
Hey, that's Nathan, man. Shout out to Nathan.
Nathan, how do you come?
Nathan, let's go, man. Nathan. Nathan, I'm with you on this.
The reason Bruno played that, but the reason Bruno played out wide today is because Anthony's not available, and he's good enough to play out wide. Alanga's not good enough to play out wide. He's not better than Bruno out wide. Rashford is not better than Bruno on the right. So you play Bruno there because you can also fit in Donny van de Beek into the side. And let's be honest. Donny van de Beek was crap. Gone. Bruno, central. Made a difference, man.
Yeah, but back to my point is anyway, man, we need to continue.
And someone said, was CR7 injured or did you refuse to play? Minor illness. I said this. Literally every single player going to the World Cup should be ill this week. It's common sense. Why would you play for your club when you have a World Cup coming up? No, but it's true. And you know I don't really rate international football like that kind of thing, innit? Yeah, but if I'm a player, there's no way I'm playing for my club a week before the World Cup. And if I've got called up, and if I know I'm a starter, especially, why am I risking my opportunity to play in a World Cup?
Yo, Lindelof backing off for that own goal. I just seen that. Sorry,
I think she was 2v1 though, innit? By the way, big up Ashley Young, you know. Big up Ashley Young.
Yeah, man. Shouts to Ashley Young, man.
I've always liked Ashley Young as a squad player.
Shout out Ashley Young, man.
No, but you see this. Someone said Bruno can't be our best player. He's not our best player though. I don't think you lot are rating Bruno too high then.
No, I don't think he's our best player. I think the fact that we miss him is a big problem.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this comment here.
Yeah, but that's
I said this. I think Bruno. I said this. Our best player is Martinez in my eyes. First. Number 2, I've got Casemiro. Number 3, I've got Rafa Varane. He's not top 3 best players at the club for me. But what I've said before,
all of a sudden we're a Champions League side again.
Don't get me wrong. Trust me, man. I'm seeing some absolute bums in around the 16 of the Champions League.
So hear me, Bainesy. I've said this. So hear me on this. So I'm saying you Manchester United, Europa League winners 2022/23. And then I'm saying next season, the Champions League final is at Wembley. So I'm saying Manchester United, Champions League winners 2023/24. Are you with me?
Of course.
Let's go, man, Bainesy. Let's go.
Wait. Have we talked about everyone? We talked about Bruno. We talked about Rashford. We talked about... I'll be honest, Martial, 60 minutes scored a goal. I'm
glad to see him get 60 minutes. And Tomeno
offside a bit too many times, though.
Referring to Flawless's first game back, so I give him a black still like that.
No, not just him, by the way. I think a lot of our players were offside. I always say, and this is what frustrates me, yeah. With like the older players or players that are slower, I can understand them being offside, innit? Because I've always said they need the extra yard of space to kind of get in behind, to get the extra yard. Players like Rashford, I look at Rashford, especially when you're playing out wide, you can see the entire line. You're literally quicker than everyone else. You should not be offside. Backside. Martial, you are quicker than everyone else. You shouldn't be really offside like that. Huh? But as I said, as a striker, I can kind of understand it a bit more because you have to look at both sides. With a winger, you're seeing across the line kind of thing is completely different.
Yeah. And what comment was you referring to of mine? Let me know.
Someone say, let's talk about Malacia. I think I spoke about him at the start. I think I said this was Malacia's best game going forward. Someone said, I don't think Malacia played that well today. He looked a bit rusty.
And Imran, you're right. Fred's pass was slow for Rashford. Rashford made the correct run. Fred should have just played the pass.
No, I'm not just talking about today, by the way.
Yeah. I know he's not. I was just saying Imran is correct on that one. 100%.
Alanga, I'll be honest, barely realised him when he came on. Is that fair to say?
Really nothing to say. Sorry, I was reading one of the comments. Really nothing to say. That silence was nothing to say, and that
Martinez.
There's nothing to say.
I'll be honest. I was annoyed that he had to come on.
Who? Martinez.
Yeah.
You had to deal with your boy Lindelof, innit? So is what it is.
No, I can understand why, because I think at that point it was 3-2, innit? But I'm just saying, it was frustrating that he had to come on because he needed the rest as well. Yeah, I said this. I think this was one of Eriksen's best games in the United shirt.
Yeah, one of his bad games. Yeah.
100% pass accuracy as well. 5 chances created. Very nice.
Guy, man, he's been doing this. You know what I'm saying? He's had a couple poor performances.
Let's not lie to ourselves.
He has been doing this. He had 2-3 poor games, and people were like, "Oh my god, he had 2-3 poor games."
This is top 3 Eriksen performances since he's been at United.
He's been minus the past 2-3 games. Like since he had the illness and came back, he's played well. Before that, our good form was large part. He played a huge role in that.
I prefer not to speak.
Yeah, you go downplay that, of course. But go on.
Casemiro didn't really. Well, he came on for 8 minutes, kind of thing. He was
very much.
He was just there to see out the game. Yeah. Garnacho, as I said, very nice as well, isn't it? Very, very nice. 100% pass accuracy, 2 out of 3 dribbles completed, 2 assists as well, and a beautiful cross. Very nice. I think there was one thing I was annoyed with Garnacho. There was a point where I think he was running inwards, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, when he left Douglas Luiz. Yeah,
and I think there was a couple bodies in the middle where he should have probably just passed the ball off, kind of thing, innit? Just rotating the ball.
Instead of, because he opened up his body to shoot right, if he checks, gets a free shot on his left foot, should have just checked.
But I also think, as I said, we need to use Garnacho very wisely, kind of thing, innit? Because I'll be honest, against Aston Villa in the Premier League, he wasn't good. Like, you can see in terms of that game where I looked at him and like, physicality-wise, you still need him, like, kind of grow into your body, which is still understandable because he's 18, kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and to that, I would say impact sub. I think that's the best ways to use him. Z says if it was Bruno performing like that, Flawless would have a different opinion, a lot of favorite. One, I don't have favoritism. I legit do not. There isn't one player you can say I favorite. I could say I have favorites. You're talking about Eriksen. I look at it bigger sample size. Eriksen has performed well. He's performed to a standard. That's why people were criticizing him when he fell off, because he was consistently good. When you're inconsistent like Bruno Fernandes, people let your poor performances slide. You know why? Because we're kind of used to it. But Bruno started off with, before you go, I'm gonna let you go. Eriksen was playing well. Then he had a dip. Well, the fact that he was consistently playing well and then had a dip, people then criticized him for the dip. Because Bruno's like this, people, in terms of not consistent, when he has a dip, people just like, oh, it's Bruno. He's not good, people. It's not good.
This, by the way, someone says after you still criticize Martial after goal, come back from injury, let Ronaldo score, tap, and it doesn't matter, he's there to score goals. I thought you lot told me Martial has more than goals, though.
It's this guy.
You know what Ty told me today? Ty told me we would be second if Martial was fit for the entire season.
Let's go, man. Shout out Ty, man.
No. So he thinks we would have gained 10 extra points if Martial was fit.
Hey, I can't get with that. But big up to Ty. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But big up to Ty. And I'm an eye test merchant, but yet one of my favorite players is Mbappe.
No, but you see this, man. Mbappe passes the eye test.
Does he pass the eye test? People say he don't.
No, but then this is what I say. People are blind.
I'm asking you because people criticize me because I like Mbappe.
How can Mbappe not pass the eye test?
I don't know, innit? He's one of my favorites.
As I said, whether he's playing on the left or he's playing on the up top or on the right, wherever it is.
I'm with you. Bainesy, what did I say at the start of the stream? I'm a PMP guy, but now I'm an eye test merchant.
No, but I'll be honest, I love my PMP in it. I love Mbappe. I love Haaland as well. You know those runs in behind Haaland makes. Oh my days, man. Those move me, man. Those move me.
Like I'm an eye test merchant. You know what I'm saying? And it isn't. Explain, Anonymous. Explain.
That's a funny comment, though.
Explain. Like what we talking about? How am I an eye test merchant?
How?
Overall, explain, man. You man defend this Bruno guy. What has he brought us?
No, but just quickly, overall, we're happy with that United performance today.
Yeah.
We're through. Actually, I wouldn't say happy with the performance, happy with the result. I actually don't think our performance, especially in the first half, was that great. I thought the second half I feel like I'll be honest, I still think in the second half we didn't play well. I feel like we scored goals but didn't necessarily play well.
We were just miles better.
Yeah, that was probably down to intensity kind of thing, innit, a bit.
Yeah, the game just all of a sudden became stretched. I don't know why. All of a sudden the game became stretched. I'm not talking about eye test, but yeah, I like Casemiro. Is Casemiro eye test? Does he pass the eye test?
Yes, he does.
But he's more of a destroyer, though.
Yeah,
he's not like a deep line playmaker. I don't think he's
pass the eye test.
I'm asking.
You see that pass that he played to Dalot the other day?
But he's like Busquets to me would pass the eye test.
By the way, you see that? What? As I said, I think I said this to you before. What Casemiro did the other day, that's skill.
What skill?
That's the long pass to Dalot.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize he had that in his locker. I keep saying this. Yes, because our other midfielders have been shit, Z. That's why. Man says Bruno's been our best midfielder since Sir Alex. Okay, calm. Wait, before we continue, what has this guy helped us win? So other players before you continue, other players and other midfielders who have not been as good have helped us win trophies.
We've won wound up by Bruno.
We've won a Europa League. Nah, because I'm tired of this shit.
You're
we won a
banging the
Europa
table.
League because it's my table to fucking bang. That's why. You know what I'm saying? We won a Europa League, an FA Cup, and a League Cup without it and midfielders who are not as good enough. Team like, I hate that, man. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's been our best midfielder. Who's the top 5 since Sir Alex? Let's go into this, Z. Wait. Z, who's our top 5 midfielders since Sir Alex? Name the 5, please. I got time today. Name the 5 because the competition is shite. That's why. So that's why it's not a competition. Yeah, I'm beautiful. I know people. But go on.
This, by the way, I've got Garnacho starting at Fulham even if Sancho and Anthony's fit. What do you think about Sancho and Anthony? By the way? I think Anthony, listen, I don't think he wants to play before the World Cup. I can understand it. Sancho, they said, is illness.
He said it's tonsillitis. That's what I heard. How true that is.
No, I think that was last year under Ralph. Can you get
tonsillitis again? I think you can get tonsillitis twice. I don't see why not.
I don't know.
Nah, Imran, I'm not asking you. I'm asking Z. Name the 5 because the competition's whack. Don't tell me you're the best out of a bad bunch. Name the 5.
I don't know if you can get it again, but I think the official word is about the club illness, isn't it?
Illness, okay.
And listen, I think it's been 2 weeks with illness. People are speculating it's something more than illness. My personal opinion here, I first of all, I don't think it's illness. And I think this is brilliant management by Ten Hag. Just quickly, I think if he's taken Sancho out the firing line completely, because let's be honest, he hasn't been affecting the game. Let's keep it 100% real. He's not been affecting the game. Why not just give him a break kind of thing? Yeah. I think mentally, you can see he needs confidence. He's lacking that. I can't really comment what's happened off the pitch, but remember he's on E-Die last year. You don't know if that's had an effect. That's what Sancho might communicate to Ten Hag kind of thing. Yeah. And I think it's fair kind of if he's just had a break for 2 games, you're missing the World Cup. He was never going to be in the World Cup squad anyway. Kind of take that time off. You're going to be back with Ten Hag earlier than everyone else because you're not going.
Fights.
And just work with Ten Hag. I think maybe if it's not an illness, this is very good management by Ten Hag. Because I don't think it is illness, but that's just my opinion.
If he has taken it, that's very smart. That's very clever. That's very clever management. And to that, he says Bruno, Pogba, Herrera, Matic. But right then, this is what I'm talking about. Pogba, who's quality, who barely played for us. Let's go. Let's play this play. I think he only played 1 league. He only had 1 league season where he played over 30 matches. Herrera, who's a decent player, and that's it. Matic had 1 good season. Matic, who played our position. Look at the competition, man. I ain't nothing to stack up
Just
about.
comment there.
Say again?
Just comment there.
Yeah, and it's all love. It's all love.
No, not that comment. This comment. You can get tonsillitis more than once if you don't take out tonsils. So yeah, luckily we have some doctors here, innit? Make sure you guys like the video as well.
Yeah, man, hit the like button. But yeah, my point is, it's not hard to be our most consistent player when we've been shit for 10 years. We failed and under-delivered for 10 years. I give you the League Cup and Europa League side. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I think we talked about United pretty much. Wanted to talk about the England squad quickly. What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. For the most part, I think you got it right. For the most part. I don't think Calvin Phillips should have went because he barely played. Why Gallagher's good, I don't know. Harry Maguire.
I agree. He should go.
They're probably the 3 you shouldn't have went. Well, you would have took Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire is one of the first names on the plane for me.
Why? Because he's played well for English previously.
Listen, I said this before, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but this is just how it is. And if I was a manager, I would do the exact same thing.
Go on.
You do not pick players solely based on form for international football. Like, people can say that's just a Southgate thing. You can see with across the other squads. It's a fact. Mats Hummels is arguably Germany's most informed centre-back. He hasn't been picked, for example. I also know someone like Harry Maguire is part of the senior leadership team at England. He's a leader in the camp. Whether you don't like it or not, is a fact. Secondly, no matter what, Harry Maguire can also play left centre back, something that's is hard in terms of a position to fill. He can play left centre back, he can play right centre back, he can play in the centre. Secondly, if I'm an international manager, I've seen Harry Maguire previous 2 tournaments. In the pressure stages, Harry Maguire's performed for me. You've gained my trust. So that's why, no matter what, if I'm a manager, I'm taking Harry Maguire.
So you taking him and playing him?
Playing him is a different story, kind of thing. It depends if Southgate plays a back 3 or a back 2.
All right, so if he plays a back 3, do you play him?
If he plays a back 3, yeah, he does.
If he plays a back 4, no, do you play him if he plays a back 3? I'm asking your team.
Yeah, I would.
If he play a back 4, would you play him?
No, if I was Southgate in his position, I'm playing Harry Maguire in a back 3. In a back 2, it depends where you look at Ben White. Because for me, Ben White plays no matter what. And
so what, Stones don't play?
No, Stones plays.
So it's Stones and White then if it's a back 4?
Yeah, if you look at Ben White as a right centre back instead of a right back. It depends on it. And this, I can't believe they didn't pick Tomori. I'll be honest, I was thinking about this here. And people might disagree. If Tomori did get picked, he would have been the 25th/26th man. Yeah? If he did for Southgate. Do we both agree on that?
Possibly, yeah. We'll go on.
Let's be honest, Tomori's not really going to play. Yeah, we both agree on that if he ever did get picked for Southgate.
Yeah, but that's a problem because he should.
No, but that could be a problem, but that's a fact, yeah?
Well,
if he's not really going to play, would you then not rather have a leader in the camp like Conor Cody, who's vocal? We know this. And they're not really going to play. You'd rather have someone like Conor Cody in the camp than a Tomori. That's just my personal opinion.
I think this is
I can hear the reasoning.
This is all... What's the word I'm looking for? I look at this in the conversation, and people have had these conversations all as... Well, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Don't matter in the long term. Because England ain't good enough regardless.
Yeah. Trust me.
That's how I'm looking at it. So to me, because you ain't good enough in the long term, instead of going with experience in your leaders, who are not good enough, your experience in your leaders are not good enough. Get these players international experience. Play them in these things. You mentioned it there. Maguire's performed in two tournaments. Other players have performed. How are we going to know? How are these players going to get experience if they can't get it on club form and they don't play because the senior players are there? How do they? We know these players are not good.
I hear that, but I'm just saying, and someone said it's not even Cody's die. If it was die deserves to go. That's my opinion kind of thing.
That has been awful from what I've seen in the past couple of
years. But I still think he deserves to go. I think overall... See,
this is my point. Like, we know, you're not going to win the tournament anyway. Get these youngsters invaluable experience.
But
Harry Maguire,
know,
Eric
whether people like it or not.
Cody, these players are not good enough.
I hear this, but whether people like it or not, Gareth Southgate also has faith in youth, by the way. Like, say whatever you want, he does.
How many youngsters are going to play?
Saka's playing on the right.
First 11. So Saka will play 1.
Phil Foden potentially starting.
We know Foden. We know it's we know it's going to be Sterling, Kane, and one other.
I think Rashford has given him
Rashford's 24, 25.
No, Rashford instead of Sterling, by the way. Potentially.
Say again?
Rashford instead of Sterling.
I'm reckon that's
I think Bellingham could start easily.
Bellingham's not going to start. It's going to be Phillips and Rice. It's Southgate.
No, Southgate said Phillips ain't starting every single game. He can't.
It's going to be. Who else? Henderson's there as well. There's going to be a mix.
No, but I think there will be pressure to start Bellingham.
Yeah, pressure hype. Back to my original point is you are not going to win it with these senior players who you trust and and all. Get the youngsters. Get the youngsters. I get to Ward Prowse because I agree with that. Get the youngsters experience. These players are not good enough. Get the young Henderson.
But listen, as a manager, you also need to worry about yourself and results in it. And some say only English fans think being vocal is leadership. Conor Cody is a leader. Say whatever you want about Conor Cody, he's a leader.
The thing is, with the results, any team you shouldn't manage. If you don't believe you can get out of that group with either senior players or with the England pool. So whether you play youngsters or not.
This is what Southgate thinks is going to give him the best opportunity, though.
Yeah, and that's why Southgate's going to be out the job after this tournament.
Of course he is. But
this is my point, because he's made wrong decisions. How he could get people on side and actually catch people off guard is by playing some of the youngsters. Play the youngsters.
No, but
no one can't tell me that Harry Maguire is clear of Tomori as a centre back. I'm sorry, he's not. He's not clear of him.
No, but Harry Maguire has the faith, has gained the trust of Southgate.
Yeah, faith hype in it because he played against. Anytime you man played a decent team, you got slapped.
That's
what good teams did you beat apart from Germany?
No, but
name me. What good? No. Answer the question. Apart from Germany, what good team did they face?
No.
Over the past two tournaments,
No,
they got a favorable draw and did everything they were supposed to do.
You're missing my point. You're missing my point. I hate English. I hate England. Yes, you know I say they always play crap teams kind of thing, innit?
Yes.
But I'm just saying you cannot look at Harry Maguire and say that's a weakness for England.
I'm not
the last 4.
No, I'm saying it's a weak move from him. Because Maguire's not good enough for where you are trying to go.
If I'll be honest, if I was Southgate and I was England manager and I got a player that played well for the last 2 tournaments, he's going.
I'm not in it because then that means club form means nothing then.
No, but as I said, club form is not the be all and end all. Someone like James Maddison, for example, he was always on the brink, like the brink kind of thing of being in the squad. He got in because of his club form. Funny enough, I spoke to Matt Law on Monday. He said, when I spoke to him, he was like, yeah, Maddison ain't going. There's no chance.
That's what he said.
Yeah. So this like, I know Southgate said he knew Maddison would have been in the squad like 3 weeks ago. I doubt it kind of thing, innit? I think this is something that maybe Southgate did crumble, personally, and for the pressure with that Maddison thing.
Did Grealish go? Did Grealish get picked?
Yeah, of course he did.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Grealish deserves to go though. I'm
not disputing that. My point is, you pick your like I say, you just picking players who are not good enough makes no sense. And that's what.
No, but someone like Maddison, let's be honest, is on form. I think that's an interesting inclusion. Where he fits into Southgate's team, I don't know. I'll be honest. I think to see the best out of Maddison, you can't play Bellingham.
That's fair.
Which is going to be interesting. I think. Listen, it's going to be interesting.
Except to Rico, who says when you have these players and go with the back, I actually don't mind England playing the back 5. It's the way they play it that's the issue. I think the back 5 actually suits best for what he has. When you look at his centre back options and you look at his midfield options, his deep lying, so your 6s, they're no good. So therefore, he has to play a back 5, and he actually has the team to play on the counter attack. But then the problem is you can't really play the likes of Foden, Grealish, Maddison, for example. Like for the best team, you play your Sakas, your Rashfords, your Sterlings. If you're playing on the counter attack, that doesn't mean you can't. If you're being a little bit more offensive, you can't play your Fodens, your Maddisons, etc. But it's about what you're looking to do. Bellingham, you are right, but
Nathan said Maddison ain't playing a single game. Let's be honest. I think it'll be similar to Grealish. Remember Grealish last international tournament? Mm-hmm. When there was a lot of pressure to play Grealish, and he didn't really play Grealish like that kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And some say only one left back in Luke Shaw. Why not take Palace left back as well? Because I agree with the one left back.
You're playing Trippier over that side, innit?
Yeah, and let's be honest, Mitchell hasn't been good enough this year. Sessegnon hasn't been good enough. Trippier, I'll be honest, if you ask me right now what the Southgate do, I think it'll be very similar to this. Pickford in goal, Trippier right wing back, centre backs, Kyle Walker when he's fully fit, Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Harry Kane, Sterling.
Probably. Probably. England should play an industrial midfield 3. Midfield 2, I agree, Ray. That's why I would go with a Phillips and a Rice. I actually don't mind the Phillips and Rice pivot. I'm actually not against it. I'm not trying to play on the front foot, though, with the defense that England have. You play pragmatic, man.
So someone said, nah, man, I'd rather play an extra centre mid than a centre back. I think with this year, it depends on what Southgate thinks England are going to do. If they're going to set up with a back 3 or a back 4 kind of thing, innit? And I think that's where it's going to be interesting. I'll be honest. You see Kyle Walker. I can understand the Calvin Phillips inclusion, by the way. Because Calvin Phillips is still going to be fit for the first game. I can understand that. And
Walker not going to be fit.
No, and I think England lacking that 6 area kind of thing, innit? The Kyle Walker one, I think is an interesting one, innit? Because I'll be honest, I watched all of Southgate's press conference today. Mm-hmm. I'm actually kind of excited for the World Cup, by the way. Never thought I'd say that. But I watched
Why are you excited for the World Cup?
Ronaldo. But I actually watched all the Southgate's press conference today. But I actually watched all the Southgate's press conference today, and I thought it was interesting that he said that Kyle Walker's not going to be fully fit until the end of the group stages.
Yeah.
And I think that's a massive, massive risk. So you're telling me Kyle Walker's going to be fit around, let's say, we're looking at, what even is it? let's say around the 30th of November, end of this month, pretty much, yeah, is when we're saying Kyle Walker might be fit. So you're telling me he's going to be fit around that time, and his last game that he would have played would have been against Manchester United, I think it is, isn't it? In October. That's a long period where you haven't played.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that's a position, right centre back, right back, whatever you want to call Kyle Walker, that England specialise. You've got Ben White, let's say Kyle Walker's playing right centre back in the back three.
Yeah.
Who's arguably suited to that role down to the T.
I get why, because I think if he had another Kyle Walker profile in terms of centre backs, Kyle Walker doesn't go. But Kyle Walker is the only centre back of that profile that he has. So that's why he's picked him.
What's the difference between Kyle Walker and Ben White?
The recovery pace.
But you also have someone like John Stones who's quick. You got Ben White who can move.
Yeah, but they're not. And I rate John Stones. They're not Kyle Walker. Like, there's a difference between being quick and being electric.
But first of all, it's
Kyle Walker's electric. That's what that is. That's why he's done this.
My personal thing, I just think it's a terrible move.
I don't think it's a terrible move. If it's the only one you have, I think you have to run it.
Listen, you might be out of the World Cup before you can actually even play Kyle Walker.
Hey, that's on the rest of the team. That's nothing to do with Kyle Walker. One man shouldn't do that.
No, I know.
If you don't get out of that group, that's on everyone else.
No, but I'm just saying he might be out.
Tomorrow's not in the squad, Terminator.
No, but I'm just saying that I don't agree with that inclusion kind of thing. That's just my personal opinion.
I understand why he's took. Actually, as much as I disagree with moves that he makes, I understand why he took Kyle Walker. Because you don't have another one.
No, I can understand it, but I'm just saying I disagree with it.
Who would you have took instead? Tomorrow?
I think Tomori was in my World Cup squad. I think I also had Joe Gomez because he could do that centre back, right back row. Good on the ball. I'll be honest, you see that England centre back row, they're all crap other than Stones. Which is why I'm like, I think I made a video the other day, my 26-man squad, didn't it? And someone was like, take out Cody. Wait, no. Take out, who did I have? Take out Dyer, take out Maguire. And I think he said take out Gomez. And I'm like, who are you going to put in? Tarkowski? Tyrone Mings? Like, these are the options that we're talking about.
I would have took Tyrone Mings, man. Balance with the left foot. You know what I'm saying?
No, but these are the sort of options that we're talking about in a centre-back role. Like, England ain't blessed.
Mings for the World Cup, man. You know
and someone said Ivan Toney didn't even get a touch. Let's be honest. I think a lot of that is down to the betting allegation, I think.
Yep.
I think, listen, someone close to Ivan Toney clearly did that. They've had that information for time, and you've literally just taken Ivan Toney's chance away.
Facts.
And whoever that person is, you're an idiot.
Yeah, but but the Kyle Walker thing I get, because he's thinking more so. What Southgate, and I give Southgate credit for this, he's thinking ahead of the group stages. He ain't thinking about Wales, Iran, USA for Kyle Walker. He's thinking if they come up against Brazil, if they come up against France, somebody like that. Kyle Walker in that right-sided channel, his pace is going to, and I don't think he's the best defender, but I get it. I'd play Kyle Walker there. I said Reece James and Trent, but Kyle Walker would be my second option in that right-sided centre-back role. Because Reece James is probably the only other one who has that type of that type of profile. So you'd play Reece James at right wing-back, everybody fit. We had this discussion. Yeah,
but right now it will be Trippier right wing-back.
So you play Trippier right wing-back and Ben White right-sided centre-back. Yeah. Even if Reece James was fit.
No, Reece James being fit, that's a different story, isn't it?
No, that's
this current England squad.
Yeah, I get that. But if Reece James is fit, where do you play him? Right-sided centre-back or wing-back? You play my wing-back. All right, first.
Yeah.
But to my point that I was making, Reece James is the only one who I can think of who is the Kyle Walker profile. Put it this way, if Kyle Walker's... I'm giving Southgate too much credit. But I'd be much more critical of Southgate taking Kyle Walker if Reece James is in the squad. But because Reece James is not there, I understand it. Yeah, manager's running bants,
No lie though, yeah. I can get everyone getting onto Tyrone Mings, but I do think people are very harsh on Tyrone Mings,
I said Tyrone Mings for the World Cup.
No, but I'm just saying, like, people do realize, like, first of all, you don't watch Tyrone Mings week in, week out.
Facts.
Secondly, anyone that's actually followed Villa, you do realize Tyrone Mings got what, was it their player of the month last month? Or the month before?
Who's for the month? Well, Villa's player of the month.
Yeah. Like, he's actually been one of the players. No.
Oh, see.
He's actually being
Go on,
one of the better players, Tyrone Mings, by the way. Since his captaincy got stripped, he had a very good spell after that. But a lot of people just don't know, kind of thing. Innit?
Yeah, I don't really follow Tyrone Mings like that, to be honest.
Yeah, really that's what I'm saying. I can understand why people have that misconception kind of thing. And I'm not saying Tyrone Mings is brilliant, but I'm just saying he deserves a bit more respect compared to how people talk about him. He does.
Hey, big up Jazz has got last comment.
What a trophy kind of thing, innit?
Jazz is such a dick, yo.
No, but listen, it's an award. It's a trophy.
And England play either Senegal or... I need to do the brackets. I've not done the tournament brackets.
I'll be honest, I don't know how I see this World Cup going.
Wait, share the screen. Pull up some brackets. We'll do the brackets quick. Let's run it.
No, that's a long video,
How's it a long video? We're just going to run through it sharpish.
Because you have to do every single team where they finish.
Yeah, man, we can just do the top two.
That's long,
We can do the top two.
That's long. That's another video, man.
Oh, this guy.
That's another video. Let me see all the squads. That's going to be long.
All right, so Jess, so if England finish first, they can play Senegal or Holland. What happens if they finish second? Is it the same?
They're not finishing second.
I'm just asking questions. I know you over there. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. Have you seen England's group?
Yes. USA, Iran, and Wales. You don't know about Iran. Sure, man.
Or do you know about Iran?
No. You know what I'm saying?
I swear Carlos Queiroz is back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Legend. Carlos Queiroz. Champions League winner. Real Madrid former manager.
Let me see. Iran, USA, Wales.
See?
Gareth Bale, I am praying for you to turn up. I don't even need to pray for Gareth Bale to turn up.
So you reckon England top the group, yeah? I legit don't know. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, they're better.
What do you mean they better? That's not an answer to the question. Do you think they top the group?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I was looking at USA squad, didn't I? I actually like USA squad.
Yeah, you would.
No, they actually have a decent squad.
Go on, who's in the squad? That's decent. Pulisic, who else?
No, but we're looking at Pulisic, we're looking at Weah from Lille, we're looking at Reina, Weston McKennie, that Arison guy from Leeds, Tyler Adams, that Venezia kid, Musa, whatever his name is, Serginho Dest, who let's be honest, is crap. I like the Fulham left back.
Keep going, 1 sec.
The Robinson guy, they got Matt Turner in goal. So they actually don't have a horrible squad. Wales, I saw they picked Joe Allen in the squad, which is a bit mad. Yes, no? Where's this guy going? This guy just walked off. Why is this guy walking off? Hello? Well, I'm speaking and this guy just walked off.
You too busy chatting. I said I'll be back in a sec. Just grabbing my charger. Is that all right?
Oh, I swear, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I know you never listen to me. I know. You know what I'm saying.
No, I just thought this guy walked off.
Nah, I would never do that to you. I
was mid-sentence typing up USA.
Yeah, I was leaving you too. I should have walked off, actually. Okay.
Nah. Argentina, I'll be honest, I think Lo Celso
said it. But go on,
No, they said that now, innit? Argentina, I think Lo Celso's out, innit? For them. I think that's a massive loss in terms of the midfield balance, innit?
So you got for this World Cup Portugal?
I'll be honest. I was looking at Germany today,
All right.
And I've been saying Germany I said Germany before kind of thing, innit?
Mm-hmm.
But then the last 2 international breaks haven't been good.
Right.
But I was looking at the team. You have to fear that team. You have to. Yusuf Moukoko got called up. 17. Mm-hmm. Being in good form, Borussia Dortmund. Sane, Muller, Kimmich, Gnabry, Musiala, Gundo, Goretzka, Mario Götze, Rudiger, Sule, Keras, crap. Bella Kotchap.
Kotchap. I like Bella Kotchap.
They have a good squad.
It is. Yo, Jez said he sent you a link, Bainesy.
Use the link in the chat. I said, what link?
He sent. Oh no, he said he sent you a link.
I don't think you can send links on YouTube, can you?
I have no idea. You have to ask him. Yo, Jez, what are you saying?
Uruguay, by the way, are in Things group.
Whose group?
Portugal.
Is that the Ghana? Wait, is that the Ghana group?
Yeah. But I'll be honest, I think Uruguay could be like underdogs kind of thing, innit? Let's look at the team. Nice team. My boy Nunes up top. Valverde.
Boy Nunes,
Yeah, they have a nice team. Even Diego Godin's in the squad.
Why is he still kicking about?
Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't know, but he was in the squad. I was like, rah, that's a proper throwback to Atletico, you know. Atletico's prime years.
The man said, man, we ain't letting that my boy Nunes sing.
Right, he's only 36.
We ain't bypassing you saying that. Your boy Nunes, what happened?
What do you mean what happened? He's in the squad.
When did Nunes become your boy? No,
my boy.
Oh, all right.
So he became my boy after everyone started turning on him from training ground clips.
All right, so you got boys in the
Hey, you see Carrick?
No.
He's balling, you know. Won the last game again.
Props to Michael Carrick.
Yeah,
oh yeah, that brings us to what I'm saying, to the segment everybody's here for, innit? The Michael McKenna segment. The floor is yours, Bainsy.
No. I'm just saying, innit?
How's
I can't see the league. You can't see it either unless I'm getting blind.
Yeah, I can't see it. Yeah. How's McKenna doing at Ipswich?
McKenna, let me see quickly. I swear they played in the FA Cup the other day. It was on Monday, innit? I was gonna watch it, but I went home. They won 3-0.
Let's go.
Through in the next round of the FA Cup, big game up. Middlesbrough, I think it was 3-0 as well, innit? Yeah, 3-0 away. Good result. I always see this guy, Chuba Akpom. Middlesbrough fans love him.
So do you, innit?
Listen, Michael Carrick, what was that? His third game? Went away to Blackpool. 63% possession. 5 shots on target. 4 big chances to create. 19 shots in total.
All right. Where Blackpool in the table?
It don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where are they in the table.
It don't matter.
Blackpool's far beyond. They 22nd or something.
So they were the 21st. They were actually above Middlesbrough, but that victory took Middlesbrough above them. I'm saying Holland Dark Horse.
Jez says, yo, check your DMs on Twitter.
I need to log into my Twitter.
How the hell are you not logged into your Twitter, man?
Because I deleted Twitter on my phone because of
what you
call it? Uni, innit?
Well, you get distracted.
No, because I got assignments during it and I want all of it done before the World Cup, innit?
Okay, yeah,
so let me Twitter. And I logged it off on the, the Twitter web thing, innit?
First. Yeah, you spitting, Z. You spitting.
What did Z say?
I don't know.
Found these level. You think you're funny?
I think Z's funny.
I'm not laughing, Z.
I think Z's funny. Hey, Z, you know what he's going to say to me next? Why are you laughing? It's not funny, though. Why are you laughing? Go on, look at him. Face like thunder.
Nah, man.
There we go.
Fun fact, though.
Go on, fun fact. Hit me.
I just opened the thing that Jess said, Telegraph. I met Matt Law Monday, you know.
Shout out Matt Law, man. What was it like? Did he go, right, I know you, Statman Baines?
No, he don't know me yet, but I met him.
Okay.
No lie, I'll be honest. You see these journalists here.
Yeah, go on.
Like, nice people. Very, very nice people, innit? But the way they think, like, proper, like, old school mentality kind of thing, innit?
In what sense?
Like,
with the content creating?
Yeah. Like, he was talking about, someone asked him about Fabrizio, innit?
Yeah.
And you know the way he answered about Fabrizio, I'm just like
hating.
Like, don't get me, I don't gas up Fabrizio kind of thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can fully agree that changed the journalist game, innit? Journalist
Absolutely.
game.
Absolutely.
And the way Matt Law kind of responded to that, you can kind of, I don't think like these old school journalists or like actual proper journalists really rate Fabrizio. I think it's clear and obvious to see kind of thing, innit?
Because he's done it a new way.
Yeah, new school. Matt Law, he was like, yo, this guy was just stealing everyone's news at the start. And I thought that's like, don't get me wrong, he probably was kind of thinking it Fabrizio, but it's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting.
Very interesting.
It's also interesting to see like how journalists find out news, you know. He said, you know when Frank Lampard got sacked?
Yeah.
He found out a week before from someone at Chelsea, innit?
Mazza.
Yeah. But he had to keep it in-house because otherwise he would have ruined his
that relationship
with Chelsea.
Well,
I think that's mad interesting, you know.
Yeah, because shit gets leaked, innit? That's why. Shit gets leaked.
But like, I think it's mad interesting how like contacts at the club or like agents use journalists for certain stuff kind of thing and to build that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
especially in terms of like, for example, maybe if a player is not doing so well, better PR or something, innit?
Keane said it when he was in Maguire, and he's like, well, Opie trying to do a little bit of PR for him. It's because they're trying to do PR for him. Legit.
No, but I think it's interesting kind of thing, especially like hearing it from a credible journalist kind of thing, innit?
Huh?
Romano kills journalists, he has actual news. To be fair, Matt Law did say that Fabrizio actually has sources now.
Yeah, man. Shout out Fabrizio.
Yeah. It was interesting, though. It was interesting.
Yo, what did Jess send you? What was it?
He's a what do you call it? A World Cup predictor. You want to do it quickly?
Go on, let's run through it quick then. Hey, Jess, send it to me as well. It'll take 2 minutes. We only need to do that. I just want to see England's route. That's all.
How do I do this? Netherlands, Senegal.
Yeah, that's cool.
This don't matter.
Yeah, that don't matter.
So we say England first?
Yeah, put England top. You've been waxing lyrical about USA, so play USA.
Nah, I still think it'll be Wales though.
All right, Wales, run Wales then. Whoever you want to run. Just send this to me, please.
Iran.
DM to me.
Argentina. Who you saying? Poland or Mexico?
I'll go Mexico.
I'm going Poland. Saudi.
France, Denmark.
I'll be honest, I actually think Denmark top this group, you know.
All right, go Denmark, France then.
Denmark, France. These two don't matter. Right, Spain and Germany in the same group.
Yeah, go Germany.
Go Germany, Spain. The other two don't matter. This one, Belgium or Croatia?
Croatia. Gotta go with my guy Modric.
Croatia, Belgium, Canada, Morocco don't matter. Brazil, Switzerland. Brazil. Switzerland or Serbia? Say Switzerland.
All right, we're in Switzerland. You pick. I just want to know. I just want to have an idea of England's route.
We're saying Portugal, Uruguay.
I was gonna say Ghana. But yeah, if you want to run Portugal,
Uruguay, Ghana, Korea. So we're saying Netherlands, Wales,
Holland,
Argentina, France. Flipping oh, that's if France finished second, isn't it?
Wait, is Argentina, France if they? Whoo!
And that's if France finished second, which I think is a good chance.
I reckon France beat Argentina.
England, Senegal, Denmark, Mexico, Germany, Belgium.
Pick it, keep going. Run it through. So go on, Netherlands. Yeah, I think you get it. Of
Netherlands.
There you go.
Yeah, I think Argentina win.
All right, go Argentina then.
England.
Yeah, run England because I want to see what England could potentially get.
Denmark.
Yeah.
Germany, Brazil, Spain, Portugal.
Cool. So who would England get next?
Denmark.
Oh yeah. England go now regardless.
So this could be either France as well, though, isn't it? If France finished top.
That could be France where? Where could France be? I'm confused.
Instead of Denmark, if France finished top in their group, innit? Because currently in this, we got...
So it could France. Be... Yeah, this is why I wanted to do this. Scroll back up a quick sec. I'm a bit confused.
So look, Denmark... in the group stages, we had Denmark first, innit? France second.
Okay. Right. Cool. Right, England better hope. England might be able to bandulu their way into a semi-final.
I want to see this. Wait, so we're saying Argentina here.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's say Brazil here.
Yeah.
Right, England here.
Yeah.
And let's say Portugal here.
England might be able to ban. Yeah, run
Portugal.
We
could fully see a Portugal Argentina final then.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen.
Brazil, let's just say Portugal. This is a rough idea, by the way. I'm not saying this is...
Yeah, this is what's going to happen, people.
England could relatively get an easy group again then.
Yeah, if France don't top that group.
Flipping hell, man. France better top that group, man. I hate these lucky idiots.
Because if France top that group, I need that France-England quarter-final. Yeah, there's no guarantee England get past Senegal, I'm telling you.
I'm just saying, like, they'll be the favourites.
Yeah. Absolutely.
England, my scam, another lucky. Oh, my days. Or if England finish second, yeah. Yeah, if they finish second, they're getting Wales in it. Holland in the next round, potentially.
They could get past Holland.
No lie. Holland have a hard route, you know.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's say England top or England finish second.
Mm-hmm.
Holland will get them in the round of 16. Then in the quarters, it's looking at Holland versus Argentina.
Oh, see?
Flipping out. Interesting.
Yes.
But anyway, anything else you want to say before I wrap this up?
Enough to everyone who's locked in. Big up to Bainesy for having me. Always enjoy stats, facts, and vibes. Manchester United through to the next round, which is good. Liverpool drew City, which is also good. Target the Carabao Cup. And look into the Q&A in about, it won't be midnight, 12:15 people. 12:15 a.m. UK time. So basically 35 minutes from now, or just under, on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. But love, make sure you go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Follow the Twitch, also Sarcasm City TV. And go follow Stat My Bainesy's TikTok as well. And like and subscribe here as well, you lot. Make sure you do so.
Yeah, like this video. Someone's starting 11 for the big nations. Please, Bainesy. We'll do that on... I'll probably do that Monday or Tuesday, innit? Because I think Monday... some of the squads are being announced, from what I know. I think Ghana is getting announced. So I'm guessing someone else is going to be announced as well. I think Argentina is being announced on Sunday night. So let's do it around Monday, Tuesday time, innit? When you know all the squads kind of thing. Benny, yeah, that's pretty much it, innit?
That's it, man.
That's my shit. Keep the streams up. Yeah, I can't lie, I need to stream more. Remember what I said to you last week? I said I was going to do 5 streams this week.
Did you say, yeah, you did say that. Did you do 5 streams?
This is my first stream of the week.
That's terrible, man.
I know.
You should be. That's...
But I'm back tomorrow, innit?
No, you're disappointing your peoples, man. That's
no, like, I'm actually it's actually bare sad, you know.
Yeah, it's sad.
I say I'm gonna stream every single time, then I don't.
Yeah, man. You're just disappointing your fans.
I apologize.
Ah, the apologies ain't. You know what's better than an apology? Change behavior. That's where we go.
Nah.
Of course it is.
I know, man. I know. But to be fair, I did upload a video on
upload the video hype one. If people want more Stat My Baines, man. You gotta understand you're some people's favorite content creator. Why I don't know, but you are some people's favorite content creator. So
someone said Baines gone Hollywood.
Yeah, man, hella Hollywood. One thing I will never do, people, is go Hollywood. I'm here. I'm saying Monday to Sunday.
I'll be honest. I was meant to stream on Tuesday, innit? What was that Tuesday?
Meant to hype.
Nah. I'll be honest. Tuesday I went uni, innit? I had to do more work there. Even though I'm off this week.
Yeah.
See that? Oh, hey, you know that Elizabeth line here? Oh my goodness. 20 minutes now from my house to uni, by the way. It's sensational kind of thing, innit? But I did say I was going to stream Tuesday. I didn't. Yesterday, I'll be honest, I got bored and I was tired. I don't even think I was tired. I don't know why I didn't stream yesterday.
You just don't care about the people.
No. Tomorrow, I'll definitely stream. If I don't, I'll delete my channel. I'm joking. Let me take that back. But I will stream tomorrow, potentially. But anyway, make sure you guys follow the TikTok as well. I post on TikTok. That's what you have to give me.
Make sure you lot support Bainesy better than he supports you. You know what I'm saying?
No. Hey, TikTok banged over there, you know. I did Kanate versus Saliba, 35k views.
I see you doing bits, man. I see, because it comes up on the Instagram as well. Man likes that shit. I'm like, all right, let's go, Bainesy.
Yeah. Well, make sure you guys follow the TikTok, and I'll be back soon. Big up.
Bless.